This might actually be Mike Israetel's call for help, because his video titled "My Full Day of Eating at 6% Body Fat" is probably one of the worst things that has grazed my eyeballs in recent history. And no, it's not just because he looks like a dried out ball sack in the thumbnail, but because if you can believe it, the stuff that's in the video is somehow even worse. It's truly one of the most degenerate things I've watched in a while, and it just keeps getting worse as the video goes on, so let's just get into this whole mess. I will never take diet advice off this guy again. Like, WTF is this? Damn, bro's been cutting so hard, he lost his wife. Jesus Christ, that's absolutely brutal, and that's a person that's giving you money. It's a fan.
I'm going to show you guys how to do a few things. One is organize your day for eating and how I do it. Two is using the diet coach to help you. And three is how to live in an apartment in which everything is white. Am I in an insane asylum?
Yes, Mike, you are in an insane asylum. And as you can quickly see, my dear viewers, this whole dieting video is just a Trojan horse so that Mike can promote his new MyFitnessPal knockoff. It seems like nowadays every science-based YouTuber wants to put out a diet coaching app, which let's just call it what it is. It's a calorie tracking app. Nobody's using it for anything more than that. And in my opinion, for legal reasons, all of these YouTuber apps just are worse than the ones that are already on the App Store. Because let's be honest, the whole point of calorie tracking apps is that they have a huge community that already inputs foods, so you can just scan the barcode and have it right there. The less total users an app has, the less of a library it has, which automatically makes it worse than the stuff that's on the market. I guess it's just the easiest thing for these science-based YouTubers to make and make profit off of, but I just really don't see the point of these apps even existing. You know, that aside, he can promote his product if he wants. Let's get into the actual diet and the content of this video, because it just gets more degenerate the deeper into this video we get.
Creatine, NMN, and CBD gummies to manage the side effects on the brain from taking special sport supplements will not be shown in this video for illegal reasons.
Ah yes, take CBD gummies to suppress the mental side effects of steroids instead of just stopping steroids. This man is nearly 45 years old and still blasting gear and dieting down to 6% body fat for absolutely no reason. And even if he was competing, I just don't see the point of it. And I know some people are gonna say, but Zoorp, man, it's totally like worth sacrificing stuff if you're chasing your dreams, man. But like, what dreams is he chasing here? It's pretty well known that Mike just doesn't enjoy bodybuilding in general. And it's not like he's LeBron James and he's 40 and he's still performing at the highest level, you know, so he's really pushing his body to break all the records and stuff. He's damn near 45 trying to get an IFBB Pro card, and even if he gets that, he's not like competing at the Olympia or anything. Like, this is not ruining your body to be LeBron James and playing at the highest level at the age of 40. This is your uncle that plays pickup at the park ruining his body and taking steroids to be a bench warmer for the Utah Jazz. Like, those are the levels of delusion we have here. There is no grand dream here, and I guess, you know, it's a free country, anybody can do whatever they want with their body, but do you actually trust a person that's this bad at making like basic logical decisions with your health? They say do as I say, not as I do, but in this case I wouldn't do neither actually. I mean, this man has more pills inside of him than a fucking Pez dispenser on a daily basis. Like, is this everything that he needs to just keep himself alive at this point? Because if that's true, it's a bit concerning in my opinion.
Of course, with the RP Diet Coach app, it's just a swipe away from checking it in. I'm on to the next.
Yes, Mike, that's how it works with every diet tracking app, not just the RP Diet Coach app powered by AI, I'm assuming. It's literally every fucking app that works like this. But the man goes to his own private gym to get a nice little workout, but it's after the workout where we start getting into the truly degenerate stuff. Just watch this.
Back from the gym, good workout in. Time to make the post-workout meal.
This man did not just make a slow motion cinematic of a fucking microwave meal. This cannot be serious. You know, this is what we love life for. This is what we make the millions for. So we can be 45 and eat microwaved chicken, rice, and broccoli for 2 meals a day for absolutely no fucking reason. And listen, I'm not even saying that after you go over 40, you should start eating like shit. But there's a lot of healthy foods that are not chicken, rice, and broccoli. Like, you can enjoy life a little bit more, dude, and still be shredded and still be healthy. Especially because you're on a butt fuck ton of steroids and fucking GLP-1 agonists. Like, you do not need to eat like a fucking bodybuilder from the mid-2000s that's preparing for the Olympia, okay, dude? You're fine. Oh, but let's make sure to track it into the the RP Diet Coach app. Let's track it in there, boys. Now, we haven't reached peak degeneracy, and we start to approach it right after his first meal, because I cannot believe the levels of out of touch that this man, like, just watch this next clip. I could not believe this. I think people were flaming him in the comments for this as well.
So let's get in there and do some work, and then see you guys for the next meal.
This man just said, I'm gonna go do some work, and then shows a montage of him sitting and talking to ChatGPT with a microphone in front of him and two Elgato lights pointed at his face. We have reached peak degeneracy. All you plumbers, carpenters, mechanics, you got soft little hands, bro. You couldn't handle a day in the life of Mike Israetel, okay? Do you see how his fingers type on that little cheap-ass keyboard? You could not handle that type of work in your life. I mean, let's just recap his day here. This man wakes up, he takes like 500 calories worth of supplements, goes to his own private gym to do a workout, comes back home, eats a microwave meal, and then sits in front of ChatGPT for 30 minutes and calls it a day. I mean, the only thing that's easier than this is subscribing to Zoorp. I mean, it just click the freaking button. Holy hell, but guess what? It gets even more degenerate. We have not reached peak degeneracy in this video.
For this meal, I am having a nice solid swig of decaf coffee, because it's too late to be taking caffeine anyway, and I also typically just don't take in caffeine, but decaf coffee tastes amazing and actually has health benefits.
You mind turning off the sink there while you talk, Mr. YouTuber? Holy hell, I could not hear you over the fucking sound of that tap just going off. Anyways, he drinks decaf coffee. That's not too bad, right? I mean, decaf is a little bit degenerate, but not like peak degeneracy. Why are you bringing this up, Zoorp?
I make my coffee, I know decaf's not coffee, by taking the hot water setting out of the faucet and just zapping in water. I get so much crap for this practice. Fresh. For all the coffee people, I just don't understand why. It's hot water. Sure, it's not actually hot, and it's really kind of lukewarm, and I have low expectations for myself and everything around me. But why does that matter?
Why does that matter? Well, why do you drive a McLaren, Mike? Why just not drive like a Volkswagen? They're both cars. They both get you from point A to point B. Why do you need to enjoy the finer things in life? But if you thought the coffee was bad, this man's whole meal is 4 protein bars, 6 slices of bread, and that lukewarm, watered-down decaf coffee. A 12-year-old eating Hot Pockets and playing Fortnite unironically has a more exciting life and a better diet than Mike Israetel, who is a fully grown adult. But ladies and gentle Zoorps, we have not yet reached peak degeneracy, because guess what? If you can believe it, it gets even worse than decaf coffee in mild water and 6 slices of dry ass bread. After he shows himself eating another microwave meal, which thank God looks a bit more edible than the last one, he just sprinkled some cheese on this one, thank freaking God. He shows us his late night snack, and it's... I have no words for it.
But I do have a new friend who doesn't know that I'm friends with them. Protein puffs that are nacho cheese flavor. And you guys, they taste good. But wait, every serving, which is plenty of puffs, gives you 4 grams of fat, okay, 2 grams of carbs, whoa, not bad, 21 grams of protein.
Yes, after all those meals that you've seen, this man sits in his bed, eats cheese puffs with a gigantic ass spoon, and drinks 2 bottles of Diet Pepsi while watching TV with his feet dangling off the fucking couch because they don't reach the floor. We have reached peak degeneracy, ladies and gentle Zoorps. But it's the comments that actually make my day here. Time to do intellectual work. Shows himself talking to ChatGPT. I will never take diet advice of this guy again, like WTF is this? Strong American Psycho vibes in this one. Dr. Mike, I think you need to see Dr. Mike. How about instead of another cutting phase, you try counseling phase? And by far the most brutal one, because it comes from a channel member, a person that's paying Dr. Mike money every single month. Damn. Bro's been cutting so hard, he lost his wife. Jesus Christ, that's absolutely brutal. And that's a person that's giving you money. It's a fan. Anyways, Orplings, if you enjoyed this video, watch this one where I go over the darker side of Mike Israetel and some of his more messed up videos in like a even more disturbing way. So watch that if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you Orplings in the next one. Bye.